All right, so I'm just responding to a video that said my boss cut my hours after I bought a new car. My response is this. I didn't even watch Buddy whole video. I'm from a place where it's called being low, and that's very important. At least, when I was coming up. Not being hot, not being, not making yourself seen when you don't need to be seen is very important. Now, out of state, outside of New York, a lot of people don't really, move like that, and they don't have to, but we're all from different places. When I have a job, this is how I act on a job. I don't tell them nothing about my life. I don't. I don't tell them I have a YouTube. Excuse me. They don't know if I have a girl, a kid on the way. They don't know none of that. I don't tell them none of that. I don't even tell them I have kids. Oh, what do you put down on your... Don't worry what I put down. If you know how to do your taxes and your job tax sheet and all that, you ain't got to worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever tell them, you don't ever let your job know your business, because once your job know that you need them, my job think I'm a bachelor. They think I got 2-3 cribs and 5 other sources of income. Because when your job understand that you need them, they're going to do what they want with you. They're going to tell you come in whenever they want. They're going to tell you pick overtime when you want. They're going to treat you however you want. They're going to do whatever you want because he need the job. He got a family to take care of. He told me. He came in here. He even said that's the reason why he want $1 raise. If I want a raise, I'm not telling you why I want a raise outside of, hey, I feel like I'm doing my job more than efficient. I would like a raise. You don't ever tell them folks, your new car, you should have drove the old car. You should have drove your baby mama car, because I think he got kids. You should have did everything. You should even tell them, nah, that's a renty. That's a rental. My other car broke down. That's a renty, bro. Y'all love niggas in y'all business. Why? I don't know. I don't like people in my business. I just don't. This is how I was raised. It's how I move. Well, type of how I was raised, just where I'm from, just being low key. I don't want you to know none of that. At my car, we got fleet vehicles we could use. It's not enough, so sometimes one person need one more than the other. I popped out in the car one day. This is after 6 months in the job. They was like, where you at? You in the field? I'm like, I've been in the field. Oh, we didn't know you had a car. Yeah, I have a car. I didn't need to use any of the fleet vehicles. And when you use your own car, you ain't got to fill out nothing or, hey, yo, I'm taking this, or notify nobody. You just, hey, I'm here at these locations today. Call me if you need me. I'm meeting with clients. They never knew that. But then when they found that out, it was too late. It was like, oh, when they wanted to start acting dumb or getting in the way of my work, which is weird, because I don't know how jobs these days get in the way of they get in the way of their employees' work sometimes. So that's my response. You don't let nobody at work know your business. I don't know why y'all love coworkers so much and love coworker friends so much. I don't know why. Y'all want to do team building at a different location on a weekend with the same people you see every day, just not in the office. I don't tell people. You think I would ever tell people I do music and do YouTube at my job? No. And if I did, I'd tell them, yo, I just made 10 bands off a show last weekend. If I was to tell them that, oh, he don't need this job, you just working this job. It's funny because my coworker, he an old head, he like 60, but he retired from 2 jobs. You know, old people, they just do shit because they bored. He didn't need that job, and they knew that. I don't know if they knew he didn't need that job. I seen the nigga bank account. He had $2 million in his bank account. He's doing all, and monthly he brings in by himself about 10K. His wife brings in another like 7. So them together, they bring in a 17K a month. But him on his own, they did not bother him because he didn't need the job. Whatever little he doing or a lot he doing, let him do that, because, hey, we need people. The turnover time is high here. let him rock out. But I don't tell nobody nothing about me. Now, some people, I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube. Yo, the jobs get, people at jobs get mad when you don't talk to them, you just do your work, you don't be friends with nobody. I don't suck my, man, I don't care about how you feel. We in here grown. I'm not sleeping with none of y'all. None of y'all are paying my bills. And if you had to choose between me or you, you're choosing you, right? So you will throw me under the bus if you were presented the opportunity and you felt and you had to, right? So that's just that. So the guy who made that video, I'm not sure why you're on YouTube telling us that they cut your hours because you bought a new car. I don't know if you just capping because you feel like it's a relatable topic or it's what people want to hear. But if that is true, that sucks because you just bought a new car and you didn't say you bought it in cash or bought it all outright off the muscle. So, I mean, that does suck. But I hope you learned your lesson. Stop going to work showing off. I'm the type to be like, I don't even really want to take my new car to work because then they're going to feel like they might hate. You're not supposed to care if people hate. Don't get me wrong. You're not supposed to care if people hate. You're not. But life is about being strategic. Like, I was in Columbus, Georgia, and I went to see a dentist one time. I don't live in Columbus, Georgia. And they weren't, I'm not going to say they were racist or nothing like that. They're going to do their job. They don't want to be known for doing bad work on anybody, whether you black or white. I wore these American flag shorts in there. And yo, like, because my mom went, her service was great too. But my service was phenomenal. They were talking about the damn shorts 3 weeks after I wore the shorts to my mom. Like, you got, it's called blending in sometimes. It's called blending in sometimes. You gotta blend in. You gotta speak up the language sometimes. Just thinking like that, okay, I'm gonna wear these American flag shorts because I know these niggas is Trump supporters, and even if they not Trump supporters, they still white people in the South that's overly Christian, and they have a certain mindset, and they're gonna appreciate that and feel like and I said feel. Maybe feel like I'm one of them. They know I'm not one of them. They'll never accept me as one of them, and I'm not trying to be one of them. I'm just trying to get some extra better service from a place that give good service, which it worked. Almost like as soon as Trump became president, if you from another country, I'm from New York City, right? My dad is from Long Island, New York. All his ancestors is from a slave plantation that was in North Carolina in Belle Haven. He's all American. A lot of people from overseas. First off, Puerto Rican. You know they Puerto Rican because they always gonna have a flag either in their car, on their window to their house, apartment. You gonna see that PR flag somewhere. Yes, we know it's a U.S. territory, but at the same time, yada yada yada, right? Jamaican. It don't matter where you from. You always see them little things dangling from a car. If you were foreigner and when Trump became president, you didn't buy one of those, an American flag dangling from your car, you're a fool. You're a fool, and you have too much pride. You're a fool. You're gonna make yourself a target like that? You're gonna have a Mexican little thing dangling from your rear view so ICE could pull you over? It's not hurting you to do that. It's really not, because everywhere you go, you. Can't nobody take it out of you if you threw an American flag on. You can always have a flag, just why it's called why you making yourself hot. Why you baiting yourself up? Why you making yourself bait? That's the whole point I'm getting at. Why are you making it hot and why are you making yourself bait? Tell me why. Why are you doing that? I would like to know. Because you pull up my birth certificate, I'm American. I got ancestors, slavery tied to North Carolina. You could do the, ICE don't, they ain't gotta look hard to find that. I don't need to do the theatrics, but speaking of this conversation now, I am gonna get a little American flag and dangle one. My pops even taught me that. He used to work for the prison system, so he had the people in jail make him something. I think this was at the time only presidents was having this shit. This type of license plate, he had his name on it. He had his military hat. My dad ain't never spent a day in the military, but he knew everything about the Army, Navy, military, every boat, anything. He could name it, tell you the position. I remember they was giving the vest free Applebee's, and he had his hat on. They gave him free Applebee's. They're like, come on in. But he's able to talk to you like he was in all of that, though. It's not like you ask him a question he don't know. But a lot of the times that would save him from getting pulled over. There's a lot of people who got them little police stickers on their car. Niggas ain't half of them ain't even police. Never work police. It's called being low. There's a lot of power in being low. Y'all ever saw the movie American Gangster and the main character, the big time drug dealer? He got caught all because he went out one night, just one night to a boxing game. I don't know if maybe it was a Muhammad Ali game or something. And he put on the mink, he used to just wear a regular plain suit. Everybody wore a regular plain suit back in them days. Soon as he popped out flashy in that mink, they was on his ass. And everything went downhill from that. And he wasn't even hot like half of y'all be hot nowadays. To me, he was low key compared to how hot people are nowadays. So I say all that to tie back into that other content creator video saying your boss cut your hours after they saw you bought a new car because, nigga, one, you told niggas it was your car. You should have said it was a rentee. You should have said, sometimes I downplay shit like, nah, these shits is really like, these shits is really like $50. This shit hand-me-downs. Like, my mans gave me that Gucci rag. Like, come on, especially at work. Like, this is the workplace. This is the one place on planet Earth you're supposed to know to behave like that. Now, if you're Caucasian and you watch this, I don't know if you have this mindset in the workplace. If you do, I would like to know in the comment section, because it'll just let me know, okay, so this ain't just like a black people thing. There are some white folks out there who parents and grandparents and neighborhood and life and community taught them that's how you navigate the work field too. So that's my whole take on that content creator who has the title that says, my boss cut my work hours after they saw that I bought a new car. You should have said it was a rental, or you shouldn't have ever showed up to work in a new car. Now, I get it. In a perfect world, we should be able to have $1 million in our hand and walk down the street in the worst neighborhood in America. I believe that too. But guess what? In reality, that's not how it works. You're going to get robbed. Wolves got to eat too, just like we got to eat. And in this reality and plane of existence we exist on, there are wolves. There are haters. There are, yes. So I don't know why son came on YouTube to tell us that, like, that's not his fault. You're not wrong for buying a new car, but you brought it to your job, bro. And I think he work in the medical field. And you know it, the medical field is mad toxic. Everybody cheating on their wives and husbands and petty and conversations and daddy and setty and come on, son. Like, you know how that go. Like, I don't even work in the medical field, and I know that. So that's my response. If you kind of feel where I'm coming from, let me know. Like I said, I'm, once again, subscribing and engaging and watching my videos, it helped my child out. I just had a kid 2 weeks old. My other channels, that's for fun. That's for me. That's things I like to do. I normally don't come on YouTube and sit in the car and talk and give my take on things. I like to present it how y'all like to present it, with the little thumbnails and the cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being authentically me in this, to support my child one day and get a Porsche, which I'm gonna get one day. YouTube gonna pay for a Porsche one day. But that's all I had to say, man. Don't forget, this is Keep It Going. So, tell the good kids to smile. I'm out.